Good morning, my millionaire growth partners. My name is Otis Tucker, the world's first trillionaire. I am creating heaven on earth, people, and the way that I do it, number one, is I help people to realize that what they consider to be their soul is the Spirit of God. Therefore, God lives inside of you. All you have to do, people, is take claim to your soul, and you are indeed God and can co-create with the Spirit of God. I am creating financial freedom for billions of people across this world, and the way that I primarily plan on doing it, people, is I realize that people in general is the greatest asset on this world. Therefore, we will get paid to exist. I'm also creating 1,000,000 millionaires. I am the greatest leader that ever lived. I am God, people, and most important is that I manifest the words I speak. My message for you today, people, is for you to live a fulfilled life. If you look around you, man, and you think about it, you realize that most people is just passing time. You know, they carry their body from the time they're a child till the time they die. They just kind of carrying their body through life, and that's pretty much all there is. You know, I keep going back to it. I think it was last week I shared this video this young lady shared where in 24 hours in a day, we all got 24 hours, but it's like for majority of people, I would say over 95%, they got 8 hours of work. You know, whether it's a job or self-employed or a business owner, they got 8 hours of sleep on average, and then the rest of the time they kind of cramming life in there, you know? And it always feels like there's never enough time, man. And it's like it just keep people in a trap or a rat race, I should say. And my biggest objective at this point is that I want people to break that cycle, you know? I want us to get to the point where we are intentionally breaking that cycle. Now, obviously, in the meantime, you still got to live. You still got bills and stuff you got to pay. But I want you to work on your self-development, people. I want you to be extremely intentional on recreating your amazing life. Like, I want you to live a fulfilled life indeed, and the way that's going to happen is in stages. I want you to find time, even if it's an hour a day, people. I think you can do that, where you block out that time and you create something that, you know, figure out what it is that you really want to do. I think let's start there. Even if you take an hour a day just to start brainstorming on that, because again, you're creating your new amazing life, you know, because we have gotten so used to the routine, people, that becomes our normal and that becomes our reality. So it's like, in order to break out of that, you have to challenge your mind to do and see things differently than the way you've been. So it's like, for that hour a day, what I would like for you to do is I want you to think about, well, first of all, let's change our relationship with a couple of things. Let's change our relationship with what success look like. You know, for the longest time, I used to equate success with material possessions, you know, big house, fancy cars, having X amount in the bank. And what I've realized, people, is that you don't have to look far. You look around you, there's plenty of people that have had those things and their life sucks, you know, whether they're celebrities, whether they are, you know, plenty of people that I've mentioned it that have committed suicide having billions of dollars, you know what I mean, and all the material possessions of this world. So you need to change your definition of success and realize that success is nothing more than a state of being, you know. See, those people are equated just like we have that material possession with success, and then they accumulate it and then they feel empty. See, I want you to be, keyword here, people, fulfilled. I want you to live a filled life, like you're fulfilled. You know what I'm saying? And the true success to me is not those things anymore, but it's the gifts that God offers to us. Let me define them for you. Here's the things that I consider to be successful, because these are things that you'll feel and embody. Number one, people, is peace, man. That's priceless to have that. To have genuine peace, that is priceless, people. It really is. To have genuine joy and happiness, where your heart is filled with joy, is bursting with joy, you know, that right there is priceless, man, because you're genuinely happy regardless of what you have. Even if you have nothing, you can still feel that you know, providing you get that from God. So that joy, man, you know, that genuine love also, where you find yourself just having a genuine love and compassion for people and humanity, and to have compassion for others, man, you know. And it's something that you can feel inside of you, like it's genuine, it's there. You're not faking that. Like, that's genuine, that's real, you know. And obviously, other blessings that come your way is favor, people. A favor over your life that's unmatched, man. Like, just to be able to get opportunities that come find you. Like, you know, it's like when you're operating from this world, then you're trying to make things happen. But when you operate from favor, you just open up yourself so that the spirit can bless you, you know, and it will bring people to you. You know what I'm saying? It could bring you your dream person, your significant other. It can bring you the top tier employees for your business. It can bring you whatever God see that you need. As long as you're doing his work, then these are the blessings that you get, man. But favor is one of them, and it's priceless to have that. You have clients come 2 hours just to come find you, man, because the spirit lead them to you, you know. God creates situations to make that happen for you. Those are favor, people. He will put you in rooms that you have no idea even existed, much less trying to get yourself in there. That's God's favor, people. That right there is priceless. And obviously blessings, man. Blessings to me is that anything that you touch turns to success. It turns to gold. That's the way I call it. The Midas touch, man, is where God will bless your hands. It will bless your mind. It will bless you to where the things that you choose to do have no choice but to be successful, man. And my favorite of all, people, is the protection of God over your life, you know? Because in this world, man, there's plenty of darkness all around us. But when you have that light of God that shines through you, God and your angels and your ancestors, man, they are here protecting you, man. They create a force field around you to where no weapons indeed can ever prosper against you. You know, no ill thoughts, and whatever people direct towards you, God and your ancestors send it back to them tenfold, man. So people learn real quick. You know, it's crazy. Um, you know, I had one of my employees last week. He was telling me that you know, he had a dream. He had a dream where God was. He said he was like speaking to himself, and you know, it was just telling him, "Hey, man, I want you. What God want him to do for the business. You know, to come in here, take the reins, do ABC, and do all these things because he's more than capable. You know, and it's like." I'm gonna tell you exactly what he described it. You know, he said God punched him, man. Himself punched himself, and was like, "Man, get your shit together, man. Get this real good. Let's get this right." You know, my point that I'm trying to get at, people, is that God can do things for you, people, that you can't do, man. You know what I'm saying? No matter how much you try to, you know? It's like God can speak to people. He speak to people in their dreams. He speak to people through other people. He create the situations to not only protect you, but really to make sure that that's that favor that I'm talking about, where you're blessed and the things you're doing become blessed. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that to me is success, people, and it took me a while to get to that, but I want you to change your definition of success. That could have been the topic. Change your definition of success, man. Is that I want you to realize that success is not the material possessions of this world. That's not to say we don't want to enjoy and don't like to enjoy these things, because of course we do, but they're not our priority. They're not the biggest things. They're not the most important. They're just a byproduct of the feeling and the things that God have instilled in us, man. And that right there is success, people. That right there will make you fulfilled, whether you have $0 in your bank account or billions of dollars in your bank account. Because again, money is just a byproduct. It's not the main focus, people. And see, the world teach you to go after material possession and money to buy these things, and then you become obsessed with that. But when you really seek the kingdom of God, which is those emotions that I just shared with you, is that when you seek those, that right there, people, that's what magnetizes you. That's what attract people to you. That's what attract everything that you desire to you, man. That right there is the real success, people. I want you to go for that. I think I am going to change the title, The Real Definition of Success. Anyways, man, shout out to my co-creators, man, of Heaven and Earth International. People, this is where we are indeed creating heaven on earth energetically, because we understand that life is nothing more than a state of being. We are spiritual beings, people. And what I am doing is I'm living as a spirit, even though I'm experiencing a bodily experience. And I'm sharing with you how we, you, me, all of us will be able to live in this 5D world that we're creating, which is heaven on earth, and still experience the 3D experience with our physical bodies. But we understand that now we're shifting from our physical bodily form to being more of our spiritual selves, because it's in you. You see what I'm saying? So my point is, the way we do it though, people, is energetically. The way it works to get to that 5D state is that you have to breathe, speak, and live positivity, man. Like, that is how you not only get to that state of being, but you maintain that way of being. Is that you have to realize that positivity is energy. Energy is frequency. Frequency is everything. Energy and frequency, that's how the world works, people. Energy is everything, and everything is energy. So therefore, we are intentionally inputting positive energy into the world every single day. What does that look like? I want you to intentionally go out your way to find ways to inspire and motivate people. I want you to encourage people to follow their goals and dreams. I want you personally to work on developing yourself every single day, because we understand as a collective that the world is a mirror of who we are inside. So we work on developing ourselves every single day, exploring and learning more about ourselves, because the more self-aware you become, the more you learn about yourself, is the better you become, man, and the better the world is around you. You know what I'm saying? The people around you is changing as you change. Therefore, the focus should always be on your self-development, as well as encouraging and inspiring other people. But the truth is, you being the example, that's the greatest gift that you can give to this world, man, because people hear what you say, but really and truly are watching what you do, people. People are always watching, because they believe more what they see than what they hear. You know what I'm saying? So I want you to work on that, people. 3 requirements for you to be a part of this collective, man. And being a part of this collective, you receive all the blessings that I just spent the entire video talking about. Those are the gifts from God that you receive by being a part of this collective. These are gifts that you cannot buy, people. These are gifts that can only be given by the Spirit of God. And the way you receive it is by tapping into your spirit. Now, here's the rules, people, to be a part of this collective. Number 1 is that you must choose to believe that you are indeed the Spirit of God. You are your soul. You claim your hands, you claim every other part of your body. Therefore, go ahead and claim your soul, people, and choose to be your soul. Therefore, you become the Spirit of God, and you can co-create with the Spirit. Number 2, people, is yes, you need to follow my social media pages and watch my videos. As you do that, people, what you're doing is that you're energetically connected with me, so that as I receive these blessings from the divine source, it spills over into your life, people. You receive the blessings I'm receiving. You receive a percentage of that. You find yourself, by being a part of this collective, being more at ease, being more at peace. You find this to be one of your happy space, So it's like, look forward to that. As you follow me, those are things that you will immediately start changing in your life, is that you're going to start find yourself being more joyful, being more at peace, especially as you watch these videos every day, people, because these are downloads that I share with you, and these are speaking to your soul. So I'm basically elevating your soul as you hear these messages every single day. The third part of it, people, the third requirement is that, yes, you do need to speak your truth, people. Authenticity is the new currency of this world. As we speak the truth, what happens is that you will eventually get paid to exist. Because as you speak your truth, people, what you're doing is that you're providing people with breakthroughs, man. Like, your people's breakthrough is directly tied to you, man. So as you go ahead and share your truth, then you're blessing others. You really and truly are blessing other people, man. And I want you to continue to do that, And the only way you can do that, people, is by speaking. If they don't hear you, if they don't know about you, then they can't receive their breakthrough. Let them know who you are, people. Get on the phone, speak your piece, whatever God lay on your heart, share it. and bless others, okay? So that's the third requirement. Anyway, shout out to Jamaica, man, who is the eye of this world. Shout out to Africa, who is the mother of this world. Shout out to the entire Caribbean and the African diaspora worldwide. You know, I'm always focusing on different things that we need to work on. A couple of things I say real quick is definitely when it comes to the government, one of the things we always want to continue to work on is transparency. In order to get rid of corruption, which is the ultimate goal of any really truly sustainable, successful government, is you must get rid of corruption. You have to punish people that is there trying to take advantage of the system and stealing from the people. Whatever that looks like, whether it's, you know, giving contracts to their buddies so they get kickbacks or whatever the case is, you know, is that whenever there's government and money involved, is that there's always the temptation for people to skim off the top. And I want the Jamaican government and any other government for that matter to find ways to punish people that do that. Anybody that steal from the people, man, they deserve what's coming to them. You know what I'm saying? You know, so as far as that goes, transparency, make it extremely transparent and set up punishments in place for those people that try to take advantage, you know, through corruption, you know. Outside of that, man, one thing I did want to say for Jamaica right now, like I know you guys have like equipment program for farmers, like for looking for investors to basically, I think it's 500,000. A young lady was sharing it there. I was watching, I think early this morning. And that's cool and all, but I think we need to be more aggressive when it comes to farming. We already talked about how it leads to a great opportunity with export. So I think it's a no-brainer. I think the government, with the money that we rent, the revenue that we're generating, we need to be investing more into the farmers. I think we can definitely figure out smaller equipments. Like I know in Burkina Faso, they got like $15,000, $20,000 equipments for like rice, to grow rice. And other different crops, you know what I mean, machinery to till the soil that are not that expensive, that we can actually subsidize the farmer. Maybe it's a government warehouse or something where we can actually, in form of subsidization, instead of giving them money directly, you can actually provide the tools they need, where we as a government own those tools in the warehouse, and for local farmers, they can borrow those tools for X amount of time, use the tools, bring it back, we maintain them and keep doing that for farmers. And we can do that across the country to help smaller local farmers to create the products that we need, man, so we can again feed ourselves and export more, which is just leading to more revenue for the government. I think that's a great strategy, is instead of looking for people to rent equipment to farmers that don't have the money to begin with, for a lot of them, get those small tools and equipment that they can use to till their farms and really help them with the process of farming. So that's an idea right there. Anyways, man, couple things. Number one is that we're always going to choose to stand united, people. We are always going to choose to be our brothers and sisters keepers. And number two, each one will always teach one. Whatever we know, we'll share that knowledge. My declarations over your life, people. Number one is that you are a millionaire. You are married to the person of your dreams. You have amazing health and is in the best shape of your life, man. My prayer for you today, people, is that the Spirit of God inside of you will continue to shape you and mold you, man, and lead you to being the highest version of yourself. Keep working on yourself, people. Y'all have a blessed day. We'll talk tomorrow.